Alright guys, today we're going to be going through a G&G M4 gas blowback takedown. So to get to where I am now, all you need to do is release the two pins from the bottom of the slide, punch them out with a screwdriver, and the two should slide apart quite easily. So we're going to start with the upper receiver, and what I want to do is remove the gas chamber and inner barrel. So to do that, all I'm going to do is release the charging handle, pull on the bottom of the chamber, and the whole thing should slide out. Next, all I'm going to do is pull the two apart, and lay them both down and unhook the charging handle from the gas chamber. If you fancy getting a new hop up or perhaps a type bore barrel, all you need to do is take these two apart and replace whichever one you want. So while you're at this point, it's worth lubricating the gas chamber because it can get quite stiff, especially after prolonged use. And if you're feeling brave and want to take it apart, get a crosshead screwdriver, undo these 5 screws here, and the two should pull apart quite easily. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to look at removing the handguard. So I'll move these parts over here. Now to do this, all you need to do is pull down on the bottom part of the handguard and pull away on the two plastic bits. Like so. That should leave us with the exposed outer barrel and gas tube. Okay, so now we're going to remove the whole front outer barrel from the upper receiver. Now to do this, we're going to locate 2 grub screws right on the front of the receiver. You can see these here. All we do is get a really small Allen key, just loosen these two. It's worth noting that if your barrel's wobbling, this is probably why. You just need to come in, tighten these two up, and it should be fine. So we're going to release these. So once I've loosened those two, all we need to do is pull it apart, leaving the gas tube either in the upper receiver or with the front outer barrel set. So now we're going to look at removing that gas tube. All you want to do is get a pair of pliers, grip it tightly, and pull it apart. It's quite stiff, especially on new guns, but the more times you do it, the easier that gets. So next we'll look at separating these two from each other. So I'll take away these. Now we're going to be looking for 2 grub screws, similar to the ones we were looking for earlier. You can see that here. And same again, just loosen the two from the outer barrel. Again, if your barrel's wobbling, this could be another reason, so look for this, tighten them up, see how it goes. So spin this around till you can see the second one, there it is, and I'm just going to unscrew that again. I recommend leaving the grub screws in the outer barrel, otherwise you'll end up losing them, but we should be able to pull it apart, there we go, quite easily. Now, these combat machines, this whole front section here, including the front iron sight, is actually one piece of metal, whereas normally you could punch these two out here, and you could take that front iron out, allowing you to have sort of a 9-inch Riz rail or key mod rail, but you can't do that on those. So if you're thinking of getting one, you're going to have to get a new outer barrel. Okay, going back to the upper receiver, we're going to remove this part of the handguard. So to do that, you're looking at this metal cog here. You should see a couple of notches, and what you need to do is line them up with the holes in the metal cog. Once you've done that, just pull from the bottom, and the two should come out easily. And then the spring that pushes it up, that should also just pop off as well. Once you've done that, that's as far as we're going to go. But if you want to take off this ring here in order to put on, like say, a key mod rail or something similar, you can do so, but it's quite tight, so I'm going to leave it for now. So moving on to the lower receiver. Now, normally if you wanted to remove the stock or adjust the stock, you just push this down and pull it out to remove it. Well, it's a bit of a pain with this one, so what I'm going to do is just remove the buffer tube entirely. You're looking for this screw at the back. Phillips screwdriver, undo it. You should hear the nut come undone and fall to the bottom of the buffer tube. Once that's done, you should be able to slide it off like that. Slide off the sling plate, and eventually I'll push this screw out here. Okay, so now we'll have a quick look at the pistol grip. With this being a GBB, we've got no motor to contend with. So what I'm going to do is locate that screw at the bottom. You see it's flathead or crosshead. Get a screwdriver in there, undo that, like so, and it should pull out quite easily with there being no wires to deal with. There we go. And once the pistol grip's removed, that's takedown finished. Now for reassembly, all you got to do, follow the steps in reverse. It's quite a simple rebuild, and that's it. Thank you for watching.